Lisa Booth is a senior fellow at Independent Women's Voice. She joins us tonight with highlights, if you can call them that, from last night's Democratic debate, which
Hi, Tucker. I was going to add that if
you
you
required to watch. Yeah, bless you for doing it.
Thank you. I hope there is maybe some extra pay involved with that.
Your reward is in heaven, Lisa Booth. So what did you find last night?
Well, so it's interesting because what you had pointed out with that exchange between Representative Gabbard and Kamala Harris. Look, the establishment hates Gabbard because she had stepped down from that vice chairmanship from the DNC in 2016 and endorsed Bernie Sanders, the anti-establishment candidate. And right now what we're seeing in the Democrat Party is really a party trying to find itself and figure out what direction the party is going to go in. Just the mere fact that there are so many candidates that are running for the nomination right now is an indication and underscores that divide. And so that wasn't the only exchange we saw last night in sort of the infighting in the Democrat Party. We also saw Senator Booker kind of highlight a generational divide between himself and Vice President Joe Biden. Watch this.
I have a lot of respect for the vice president. He has sworn me into my office as a hero. This week, I hear him literally say that I don't think we should legalize marijuana. I thought you might have been high when you said it. There are people in Congress right now that admit to smoking marijuana, while there are people, our kids are in jail right now for those drug crimes.
Yeah, so he tried to do a little bit of a joke there. Obviously, he laughed at his own joke, which is fair. You know, sometimes we all do it. But look, the reason why Senator Booker is going after Joe Biden on this is you look at legalization for marijuana. Almost 70% of Democrats support that issue. So Joe Biden really stands alone on not fully endorsing legalization. We've even seen people like Senator Harris, where you look at her record as a former prosecutor, and then you look at where she is now, you know, bragging about previously smoking marijuana. So clearly the party has shifted on that issue. But there's also this other exchange that I thought was really...
May I just say,
Sure.
There's no surprise, because when you've shafted young people so completely that they can't even buy cars because they're so deeply in debt to colleges, which, you know, fund your campaigns, which is what happens, you want them to be as high as possible so they don't even know how badly you've screwed them. Just say the obvious.
I mean, that is a good point. And clearly Joe Biden doesn't want to do that, but maybe he should support it then with some of the policies he's putting forward. But anyway, so there's also this other exchange that I thought was really interesting, because you have Tom Steyer, and he's out there last night, and he's talking about, hey, look, I'm the only one running. My number one priority is climate change. On day one, I'm going to take action on climate change. And then here comes Joe Biden.
Rachel, I'm the only person on this stage who will say that climate is the number one priority for me. Vice President Biden won't say it.
I don't really need kind of a lecture from my friend. While I was passing the first climate change bill, my friend was producing more coal mines and produced more coal around the world, according to the press, than all of Great Britain produces.
Right. So there's this New York Times investigation, and that is what Joe Biden is referencing, which is quite interesting because Tom Steyer has made this his number one issue. And it was actually a pretty, well executed political attack, if you will, by Joe Biden. Although he did get the facts a little bit wrong. It was consumed, that Britain consumed versus produced, but close enough for him. So.
It's pretty, but it is true that Tom Steyer got rich in part
absolutely
from fossil fuels. So it does take a certain level of boldness, maybe pathological self-denial or reality denial, for him to run as the climate candidate.
Well, and in fact, annual production for the mines that his hedge fund had invested in increased by, I think, almost 70% or 70 million tons annually. So it was a great increase in terms of the amount of money they put in and what they saw as a result of it. So, and he got rich from it.
So but he gets to lecture you about it. I love it. Lisa Booth, great to see you tonight. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Tucker.